Too close for missiles, Goose. I'm switching to guns.
Too close for missiles. Going for guns. F-14.
That's his fault.
Don't win those.
Sure I do. Hey everybody, Plasma 1945 rolling out, and your favorite Flanker Su-27 on Growling Sidewinder, wearing the tactical black livery from Striker 45, and there is a link now in the description for the public versions of these liveries. So yes, you can get this awesome livery, but you will not get the RS stars on your tail, unless you're an RS member, of course. But you will be able to get the awesome look with regular Soviet-style stars. All right, we're airborne, and make sure you drop a comment and give Striker ACP his dues if you got the skin and enjoyed it. And of course, I'm going to feature music from Pana once again, who is an auditory rock star. All right, let's get into this mission. This was a free flight while Mr. Aaron and Maddie RS were out to the west causing all kinds of havoc. Well, they were still out there fighting. I got shot down by an SPQR high flyer flying at 40,000 and took an AIM-120 up my butt. So I decided to go out to the north and see if I could find Terriander. Yes, Terriander, my old foe and nemesis. He's kind of like Shinobi. He is the guy in the F-18 that's going to be down in the weeds stalking you with his radar off. So you better bring a flanker or an F5 or something silent that can get that guy and smack him around. And he does smack me around quite a bit too. So Su-27 coming in low, looking at tactical view after the fact and at my data link. There was 3 hostiles inbound chasing a friendly. I'm trying to cut across the mountain to get to those 3 fighters. They're on my nose, trying to pick them in EO. I did get them for just a second, but then it dropped because they went behind the mountain. But they are hot and on their way in. Just on the other side of this hill, there is 3 of them, and they just splashed friendly. I didn't quite make it in time to rescue my ally. Quick turn, pick up the first fighter. He's in trail. First missile out, R-73, point blank. Boom, there is a splash. Easy does it. Now, Terriander was one of the pair flying in front. So the setup was 2 18s in front and a trailer. Pick up Terriander. Well, I didn't know it was him. Fire out an ET. Those ETs are precious. I only get 2, and one of them manages to hit the mountain. Alright, I still got lock. Now I need to make sure this shot counts because there is a 2v1. I've got no time to waste. Fire an ER. Terriander knows this one's coming. He's seen the explosion behind him, and they've done a split. Terriander went right, and he turned right into the missile. -1 F-18. This is splash 2. Now, this is where it gets crazy. RWR picks up a contact close from the west. At the same time, I'm looking over and I'm seeing that there is another F-18 turning left. So I push after him as he makes a sharp turn over this hill. And as I come around, I'm going to deal with that hostile coming in. He's on data link. He's high and fast. Vertical scan. I have about 3-4 seconds here to get acquisition. There's the acquisition. And send out my second ET. I am within range. Hug the mountain. I don't know what's coming, but he had a radar beam on me. Boom. F-14 has been hit. Coming around, I'm visual. Pick up the other hostile. Ready to fire a missile, and he explodes in a fireball. What just happened here? I didn't shoot him. Why did he blow up? Let's take a look. This is actually pretty epic here. So let's jump into the TacView here and watch this side by side. So as I'm coming in, I scan around, I pick up those nails close, vertical scan, pick up the target, send an ET. At this time, there's already 1 Sidewinder and a second Sidewinder from that F-14, but looks like he locked the enemy plane, aka his buddy, and his Sidewinders do the work for me. Alright, well, it saves me a couple of missiles, and I am going to take that splash because, well, I could donate it to the F-14, but that's okay. I'll take that as another splash. So in theory, I've just gone from splash 2 to splash 4. Yeah, I deserve it. Alright, so looking at data link, there's more hostiles inbound. They're just on top of this mountain. I need to do some pilot stuff here because I've got no friendlies anywhere near me. Yeah, I do this kind of thing once in a while where I go sneak out low and cause havoc. I just had to try the skin out because it is a pretty awesome livery. So coming around, I'm trying to find this guy that's supposed to be right above me. He did pass right over me looking at TacView after the fact, but I missed him, which means only one thing. Come around and find the next guy and hope that this guy doesn't come around and get me. Wait for that, because he will come around. So back over the mountain, trying to shield myself from the enemy radars. Continuously looking at my RWR. I'm only getting nails from my 6 o'clock, which probably means it's a friendly plane that's painting me. Nothing from the north, nothing from the west, which are both good signs. Looking around, trying to acquire anybody or anything, but nothing is coming to mind. Alright, fair enough. Another vertical scan, roll. There's got to be something close here. I'm seeing on data link that there is a hostile somewhere on my nose, but I'm guessing he's just on the other side of this mountain. Alright, well the trick is whoever gets over the mountain first usually dies, and I cannot find this guy. Vertical scanning, left, right, anywhere I can. Switch to R-73s, and this is going to be a close-up engagement. Lock, automatic launch right away. There goes the R-73, almost vertical, and there's a couple of flares from the Tomcat. Beautifully done. Tomcat goes into a steep dive, reverses, and heads to the north. So he just did a dive and a split S to reverse. I end up on his 6. He's popping flares. He's expecting another shot, but he is way too close for missiles. This is where I had to switch to guns. I've only got ERs. I have no 73s, no ETs. I'm way too close. I am within minimal range for my weapon employment. So he's jammed my Wes. All I got is guns here. Even a Sidewinder here would not have probably enough range. Maybe barely, but yeah, R-73s are the only thing that would work. Over the top, there's a couple of hits on him already. Going over the top, I'm stalling out here. I didn't have enough speed. He is an atomic. He went full gate. Landing a couple more hits there. He's climbing. I'm holding my throttle, and this is where things get bad. RWR, I'm hearing it. This is no time to mess around. Alright, switch to missile. He is extending slightly. Can I get a couple more gunshots on him? He's coming right across my nose, fire some rounds, and then weapon authorization has kicked in. There we go. Fox 1. 27 ER on its way. Splash. Maverick. The guy's name was Maverick, and that's it, guys. One of those hostiles came around and delivered punishment right to me after I launched that missile. But I did get my splash on an F-14, and Maverick is down. And so is Plasma, going down in a ball of fire. And we're going to switch to TacView here after I end up looking at my feet here. Let's see, how do my feet look like? That's a good explosion. Well, that wasn't bad. That was either 4 splashes or 5 splashes, depending on how you count it. My feet look great. The parachute looks great. Alright, let's watch this with TacView. 73 out. The Tomcat picks up the launch right away. Either he had a Rio or his Jester did not screw up. Give him instructions. He dove right for the deck. I think the missile might have gone for the sun. He got very lucky there, and I've got no short-range missiles whatsoever. Sitting on his 6 o'clock, popping out some rounds. The Tomcat can definitely win a low-speed game if there's a good pilot there. I'm glad this wasn't Dormouse or Aspen, but this guy was named Maverick, and, well, he was a Tomcat. He is doing some very interesting maneuvers. I was very impressed by those almost slides that he's doing. He's putting in quite a bit of rudder. Like, look at that. I've never seen a Tomcat do those kinds of crazy rolls and slides. Very impressive. I'm trying to keep my speed in check here because I don't want to have an overshoot. He's trying to force an overshoot. He goes into the vertical, and here's my problem. I'm not going quite fast enough. I try to bring my nose up to get guns on him. Trying. I'm just down to almost 100 knots. A couple of more hits there, but I've got no chance of hitting him at this point. So this is where I'm in trouble. Full gate. Now I'm trying to catch up, prevent myself from falling out of the sky, but gravity is a pain, and I'm being dragged right down. The important thing is I'm still on a 6 o'clock. He starts to fall out of the sky to pick up speed. He's coming down right in front of me. I've got a chance for a quick gun snapshot there. guns are definitely going to miss, but then all of a sudden he is just outside of my minimum range. Fox 1 is out on him, and little do I know, but at this point there is an enemy missile coming in from my left. And the F-18 gets their revenge as Plasma 1945 is going down. Great balls of fire. Just about to hit the ground here, but just before I do, make sure you hit like and subscribe, guys. Plasma 1945 out.